Hello, and welcome back to Algebra Live, the show where we bring essential algebra concepts to the masses. We promise that you will completely understand the concepts discussed by the end of the show. 100% guaranteed.
Even me?
Even you, random man who just wandered on set.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Should I go?
You know what? How about we turn this accident into an opportunity of growth? Because I'm such a generous narrator, and because we'll go over budget if we reshoot, how about you be our special guest for today?
Whoa, really?
Yes, really. Because today, on this episode of Algebra Alive, we'll be covering square root functions.
Oh, I don't know too much about those.
Well, you'll be an expert by the end of today. Let's get started. Let's start off with something basic. First, draw a square root sign. No, you buffoon. Read that index card for reference.
Oh, I get it.
Great! Now draw an x in the square root.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
Well, there's Gina from Ohio, Stacy the flight attendant, and
No, the literal letter X, you idiot. Just pick up that other index card and copy the problem from there.
Ah. Okay, now what?
Now, we will solve the problem. Do you know what to do first?
I got nothing.
First, we must isolate the square root and leave it by itself on the other side.
So I should, subtract the 4 first?
Yes, and then what?
Then, because it's a square root, I should, square both sides of the function.
And finally?
See here? I should add 6 to both sides of the equation. To isolate the variable. And then x will be equal to, 70.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I mean, I had no faith in you before, but I'm genuinely surprised. How did you manage to figure this out?
Oh, I just, read this answer card that's in my hand.
Okay then. At least you understand it now, right?
Yeah.
Good. At least we're learning. On to the next problem then. Pick up the next card, read it, and then write it out.
Okay then. Because there's nothing written on this note card. Producer, some here, get me a sheet. Oh, there it is. Okay. In a hurricane, the mean sustained wind velocity, V, in meters per second, can be modeled by Vp is equal to 6.3 times the square root of 1013 minus P, where P is the air pressure in millibars at the center of the hurricane. Estimate the air pressure at the center of the hurricane when the mean sustained wind velocity is 54.5 meters per second. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, how would you solve this one?
I assume the same as the last one, but where does that 6.3 go? Can I use the note card as a cheat sheet again?
Before we cheat again, let's figure this out together. When you had to get rid of the 4, you subtracted. So if the root is being multiplied, what should you do?
Divide.
Great! Now divide it by 6.3 on both sides.
Okay. Someone get me a ruler.
Why do you need a ruler?
Well, I gotta divide it by 6.3 on both sides, so there's gonna be 6.3 pieces.
You never fail to keep amazing me.
Aw, thank you.
Just look at the note card before I have an aneurysm.
Okay. So, and the answer is gonna be the pressure is 938.18 millibars.
Fantastic. Now then, let's simplify things up.
Oh, great. I could use a break from all this hard work.
As in simplifying complex expressions, you imbecile. Now then, read the next note card and write the expression down.
Simplify this expression. Okay. Why is there a 3 next to the square root? Oh, I know. I'll just multiply the entire thing by 3.
Stop! This, my friend, is called a cube root. It is essentially a square root, but you need to put it to the 3rd power in order to get rid of it.
Okay, so I'll just put everything to the 3rd power.
No!
Then I got nothing.
What you need to do is get rid of the root in the denominator.
What do we in the garden movie robots have to do with this?
Denominator, not terminator. And didn't you already figure out what the root was before?
I kinda forgot. And wait a minute. You said this was gonna be simple. This is actually pretty hard.
If it was that simple, we wouldn't have an entire TV show dedicated to it. Now, what you need to do is multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same value. This value will also make the denominator a number that has a cube root of a whole number. In simple terms, a number multiplied by itself and then by itself again.
Alright then. I think what I gotta do is multiply this by cube root 2. That way, that becomes cube root 4 becomes cube root 8, or 2. And then cube root 5 is gonna become cube root 10. Which means that the simplified expression is cube root 10 over 2.
Amazing! Wait, did you use the note card?
Nope, just my noggin.
Wow! I'm astonished. It appears you've made amazing progress. What do you say sparked it?
I don't know. Just sort of clicked with me.
Well, hopefully our last subtopic will click with you, as we will cover how to simplify expressions with rational exponents.
Let me guess. Is there a note card that goes with the problem?
You bet!
Alright. solve for x. Okay. Where's that there square root sign?
Hold on. Before you jump to conclusions, why don't we just figure this out?
But I don't know where to start.
Okay, see that exponent of 2/3? It functions the same way as a square root symbol, as you need to set the equation to the inverse of that power to get rid of it.
You lost me a function.
Okay, you need to take it to the 3/2 power to get rid of 2/3.
Alright. And because 9 to the 1/2 power is 3, 9 to the 2/2 power is 9, that means that 9 to the 3/2 power is 27.
Yes!
Alright. Alright.
Okay, do you feel more comfortable with the subjects now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I learned a lot in a little bit of time.
Fantastic!
But I'll probably just forget it in around a week or so.
Nonsense! I'll give you some tips to help you remember what you learned.
Can't I just take the note cards?
But then you don't absorb the information into you.
Absorb? Now wait a minute, I ain't no sponge.
Just write this down on a blank note card.
Oh, okay.
Number 1. Square and share. Whenever you square something, you must square the other side of the equation. Number 2. Any fraction exponent gets inversed in order to be gotten rid of. Number 3. Denominator's rules. Square root, or cubed, or any, no service. And number 4. The root number gets an exponent for themselves.
Alright, I'll be sure to remember these rules if I ever get tested on them.
And I'm glad you were here to learn them. And that wraps up this episode of Algebra Live. Tune in next week as we cover arithmetic and geometric sequences.
Wait a minute. Can I get paid for this?
It was out of the kindness of my heart that you're here, not my wallet. Now get out!